Hello and welcome back to the 4-4-SHU podcast. This is episode 20 and the date of recording is the 9th of June. We've got Charlie in the studio.
Hi.
We've got Luke in the studio.
Hello.
And we've got a special guest, Blackburn Rovers finest, Lewis
yes.
Hodkinson-Tacey in the studio.
Hello. Good to be here.
Good to have you. So I guess we'll start as we always do with a quiz brought to you by Luke.
Thank you, Andy, for the introduction. The first question is for you.
Okay.
So, when Cristiano Ronaldo signed for Real Madrid,
Yeah.
what shirt number was he originally given?
9.
Yeah, correct. Fair.
Nice.
I thought it'd be a bit harder than it was. Right. Charlie,
Yeah.
how many Champions Leagues does Wayne Rooney have?
I'm going to have to guess. 3?
Incorrect.
Go on, Lewis, you can have it.
It's 1, isn't it?
It is 1.
That's what I was
an
thinking.
8.
Are you keeping track of this score, by the way, Luke?
1-1-0. All right, Lewis.
Hello.
So, obviously Brazil have the most World Cups of any country.
Uh-huh.
What 2 countries are joint second
Oh my god.
for World Cups?
Oh, I might know one. I'm just going to go straight in with 2.
Go
Is
on.
it Italy and France?
You got Italy right, but not France. Charlie, do you want it?
Argentina?
No.
Is it Germany?
Oh, fuck.
Yes, it's Germany.
Nice.
I don't know who gets point there.
Me.
1.5, 1.5.
Okay, half
No.
points each.
Yeah.
Half points.
Okay, Andy.
Yeah.
Obviously, it is Man City Inter Milan tomorrow.
Yeah.
Who is Inter Milan's all-time capped player?
Zanetti.
Yeah, Javier Zanetti. Correct.
Ooh.
Charlie,
Hi.
who scored Chelsea's only goal in the 2012 Champions League final?
Drogba.
Correct.
Nice.
Yeah, the header.
Back in the game.
What? It was a header, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lewis, who won the Champions League in 1995 and 2008?
Oh my god, 2008?
Mm-hmm.
Well, are they 2 different answers?
No, same player, won it
Oh,
twice.
player. I thought you meant club.
Player.
Oh, yeah, sorry, player.
Maldini.
Incorrect.
So wait, 2008, Man United.
Oh, 2000, God,
Yeah, I know.
2008.
Come on, Lewis. What was it, 95?
1995.
Charlie, you got any guesses? Who's played for Man United and he's old?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I can give you a...
No, it wouldn't be.
I can give you a hint if you'd like.
Yap Stam.
Incorrect.
2008. I was going to say Ferdinand, but I don't think it would be.
No. Okay,
No,
I'll give...
95, obviously.
Okay, everyone can buzz in with this clue.
Okay,
He's a goalkeeper.
Oh, Van der Sar.
Yes,
Was it?
nice.
Oh.
Did you win it with Ajax?
he did.
Yeah.
Ajax in 1995, and then Man United 2008.
I'm saying fucking VFL.
Okay, so this is the tiebreaker. It's for all marbles between Lewis and Andy because you're on
Oh,
joint
so we're on the
points.
same points. Fair.
Yeah. Okay. How many London clubs currently play in the Premier League?
Is it just between them 2? Is it the Premier League going into next season?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No
Because I know,
London clubs got relegated, so like...
Right. I know the answer, but
You know the
I think
answer?
I
I'm going to say 7.
Lewis, have you got an answer?
I was going to say 7.
Okay, if
Do
you're
you want me
saying
to-
7,
I'll
I'll
change-
change to 6.
That was a bad mistake, Andy, because the answer's 7. All right, Lewis, on your debut, you've won the quiz.
Hey.
Well done.
Lovely stuff.
Fair play. You're not coming back. Okay, yeah, and I guess moving swiftly on, a good place to start would be a bit of a Champions League final preview. So, guess we'll let you start first, Luke. How are you feeling going into the final tomorrow?
Mixed bag, really. Of nerves, excitement.
Really excitement.
Yeah, sort of, but mostly nerves. Obviously, into very defensive team.
Yeah.
Don't know, 3 at the back. 5
Lukaku's got a new missus, mate.
Yeah,
Trying to impress her.
yeah. I don't know. Do you reckon he starts, by the way?
I don't know. He's been injured recently, but
Exactly,
surely on
yeah.
a Champions League final, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. They've got who else? Martinez,
Dzeko.
Dzeko.
A Dzeko dagger to break City
Yeah, I was going
hearts.
to say,
Yeah.
imagine that'd be so funny if Dzeko scored.
Inject it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
You don't want to be too confident.
No,
right?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you how I feel when the lineups come out.
Fair. When you've had a few beers
Yeah,
and you're
That's how-
sad.
Yeah, because I was really confident against Chelsea, and then the lineups came out, and I was like, oh no.
Fair.
So yeah.
And you'd go into the same pub that your dad went to for that final, didn't he?
Yes, for the last final where we lost. I don't know why we're going back there. But we are.
Is it your local?
No, it's
Oh.
my uncle's local, but yeah, which is probably why we're going there. But yeah.
Fair. What about you two? Got any opinions?
I think the first 15 minutes of that game will be vital. If City score within that first 15 minutes, then I think the tie's over, to be honest.
Yeah.
Same as FA Cup final on Saturday, sort of scored after 10 seconds and you felt that was it then.
Yeah.
But I don't know. To be honest, I don't know much about Inter in Serie A this year.
No, neither do
I've
I.
not really seen much, so. But if Man City get a grip of that game, then they should be winning it, really.
Yeah. No, Inter, they've not done that well in Serie A, but they are a very good cup team.
Right, yeah.
Who's the manager again? I forgot his name.
Is it Inzaghi?
So yeah, he's like a cup specialist, isn't he?
Is he?
I'm pretty sure he is. They do well in
He's a cup
cups. I've heard they're like
specialist.
good at like knockout stuff.
Well, they won the league last year.
Yeah, but like they haven't won it this year.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So who have they played in the knockouts? AC Milan?
AC Milan, Napoli. What was that in AC?
They played obviously Inter. no, AC. No, they played each other, didn't they?
Oh, right,
Yeah.
yeah.
You got so confused.
Who else, though?
Did they play Napoli or was that AC?
I think that
Milan?
was AC.
Yeah, I don't
That
really
side
know
was it
they
Frankfurt?
Is it Benfica?
Frankfurt.
Yeah, Benfica. I think
Benfica or Frankfurt?
Yeah, it was Benfica. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the easy side of the draw, didn't they?
They did.
They did play Benfica, yeah. Of course you'd know. And Porto,
They put in which round?
first one, round of 16.
16.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
Whereas
Did they-
Man City have had Leipzig, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid.
Did they win the group?
I think they finished second. They were in a really hard group, I think. I'll just check it now. But
Yeah. What's your prediction, Charlie?
I don't know. It's a weird one because Man City do have the quality to win. They do. Like you've seen that, having a double already. But I just think there's so much pressure involving Man City and Champions League. It's the only trophy they haven't, done. And I just hope that pressure doesn't get to the players on the day because,
Yeah.
it could easily, and it might just, But I don't know. I feel like Lewis said, I feel like whoever gets the first goal, could be like even if they get the first goal, I think you still have the quality to turn it around. But I don't know. Maybe you're gonna hate me for saying this. Maybe a little penalty shootout could decide it, but hopefully not.
what do you mean? Hopefully not for a neutral. That'd be great.
Yeah, for neutral it's great, but at the end of the night, at the same time, you do want to see. Well, I do want to see an English side win the Champions League.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's always a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
Well, okay, and the treble as well, which hasn't been done since '99.
You think them doing a treble is a good thing, Charlie?
Yeah, you won't hear the end of it, but
Nah, I
Yeah,
don't
it's-
think. I think you will hear the end of it. It's
Knock
more
United off their perch.
yeah, I was going to say Luke will be very gassed.
Yeah.
He'll be going on about it. Show me all the videos.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know. I like you said. Yeah, it's going to be very tough, difficult.
Mhm.
They're both in the final for a reason, obviously. So
Yeah, and I just looked then, and Inter's group was Bayern Munich and Barcelona in the group stage.
They finished second and Barca went Europa League.
yeah, Barca won.
Well, obviously,
League,
Barca
yeah.
played Man United, didn't it? So
I knew
Europa
they were
League.
in Europa League, but
Yeah, Bayern got full points in that group as well.
nice.
It's pretty mad. But yeah, okay. Well then, to round it off, we just need a prediction off everyone. So Luke, what's your prediction?
3-1 Man City.
Oh, that's a bit
fair
high
play.
score. Yeah, okay.
I'll go 2-1 Man City in extra time.
Oof.
Okay. 1-1 full time. going into extra time, still 1-1. Penalty shootouts, Man City win.
Fair.
I was going to say 3-1 City, but to be different, I'll say 3-0 City.
3-0.
Okay.
So everyone's got Man City winning.
Yeah.
It's going to be great when we lose.
Yeah, I was going to say...
And this gets posted on Monday after it's all already
I was going to say, it could go either... Like,
it could do. Like, Inter
do,
could do something.
You know, Man City might be Man City and do what they did last year, but hopefully not.
I don't know, everyone seems quite confident.
You don't
in
be
the squad.
overconfident though, do you?
No.
I mean, and you were pretty confident against Chelsea as well.
Yeah.
Look how that worked out.
Yeah.
Had to get it in there, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Got to. But yeah, unless there's anything else you want to say about that, Luke, I guess we'll move on.
Not really.
From one big story to another, Charlie. This is your time to shine.
Yeah.
Luton Town. What a rise.
It's a lot to take in over the last 10 years. No, it is. It's, when I started going in 2008, when we had a minus 30 points, thanks to the FA. But no, it's been ridiculous, really. I mean, I'd never thought it would happen. But
No.
I mean, to be fair, last season, we kind of, got in the playoffs, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's a fluke. Like, you're not going to do it again. You'll do a Barnsley. You'll go straight back down." And we started the season pretty poorly, to be fair. But we lost stupid games at home. I think it was my dad was saying he hadn't even seen us win at home till a certain date. I can't remember what date it was.
Yeah, and he's obviously a season ticket holder, isn't he? So he goes every game.
Yeah, he goes every game and tries to get a few away games. But he said, yeah, we're pretty bad at the beginning of the season. And obviously we lost in the cup to Grimsby.
Yeah.
And didn't we lose in the Carbo Cup to someone crap as well?
Oh God, I can't remember.
I
mean, if you can't remember, I'd be surprised.
No, I think it was Newport County we lost to.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't really expect it, but then obviously, with Nathan Jones going to Southampton, and then,
mid-season. What was that, like November?
Yeah, it was mid-season,
January or something.
I mean, look how that ended. He got sacked, and then Southampton went down. So it's not exactly.
Yeah, that was a poor move.
But when obviously we put in Rob Edwards, I thought, oh, that's good because he was obviously at Watford, and they gave him no chance because they're Watford. And obviously done a really good job before I screened, so I was confident in that area. And then obviously we just started winning games, and I was chatting to my dad, and when we won at Bramwell Lane, he was like, you know what, I think we could actually, that was a game I thought we actually could go up.
That might have been the worst game of football I think we probably have all watched.
It was
absolutely
dire.
Oh, it was a terrible game, but it was all executed. I mean,
Yeah.
we got the goal and just kind of shithoused the result, but and we've done that this season as well by winning games, 1-0.
Away from home, you're quite good at being a shithouse.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And obviously getting into playoffs, I thought, well, Sunderland, we lost the first leg 2-1.
Yeah.
I was thinking, oh God, here we go again. We've never won a playoff game.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, and then we beat Sunderland at home, which again I was nervous. You got to be really, but I think
Yeah, didn't you go to that game?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I got lucky. To
Oh yeah, you did your Instagram live stream that we were all loving.
But the thing is, I thought to myself, yes, it's going to be whoever scores first is going to win. It was literally one of them games because obviously if they scored, they go 3-1 up on aggregate, and then we got scored 2 to go to extra time. But yeah, we got that early goal, and I was thinking, we could do this. And you know what? I've never seen us play like that. We played so well. I couldn't fault anyone really on the pitch.
Yeah, fair.
And then obviously went through, and
obviously you scored from a set piece as well.
Classic. I know. And that's the thing. We always scoring for set pieces or crosses or all that kind of stuff. But
don't know who your set piece coach is, but they are magic.
No,
probably because that's all they do on the training ground.
Yeah,
put it back to the corner flag.
We do love a set piece, but no. And then obviously we go into Wembley, and the thing is as well. I was saying, I think I said to you too, and I've said to our people, having Coventry in the final was. I don't want to get cocky, but I would have rather have them than Middlesbrough.
Yeah, 100%.
Because we probably would have lost to Middlesbrough, realistically. And look, don't get me wrong. I always knew we were going to have a tough game against Coventry, because in 3 games we played with them, no teams won. So, well, obviously Luton did on penalties, but
Yeah.
They've all ended in a draw. So, and it's taken, one spot kick to be missed to actually divide the two teams over 3 games. So
Yeah, it shows that you're evenly matched.
yeah, it was always going to be a hard game, but again, like going to Wembley, again got lucky with where I was sitting, quite near the front. But it just doesn't feel real. I mean, like when I was there and that penalty got blazed over the bar, I was just standing there like, what do I do? Like, I didn't really know how to react because, the journey we've had and the shit we've been through. To be in the Premier League, it's like, no, I just couldn't I couldn't process it. It was a very weird feeling, and I still can't until the fixture list comes up, and then I can kind of be like, oh.
But you can see it now. First game of the season, Friday night.
Yeah, against that Arsenal.
Anfield at home.
No, I think Anfield at home.
Anfield at home. At
No,
Anfield.
because Anfield, didn't they? Liverpool say they've got to play their first game away.
Why?
No, they didn't. No, I heard it.
I don't know why.
Because they didn't work on their stadium, aren't they?
Again?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're going to Preston's ground, aren't they, for pre-season or something like that.
Oh, right.
Really?
Yeah.
Fair.
And Preston have requested an away game as well.
Fair.
They should have gone to Goodison.
Any of that. I reckon Luton will get a big game first, like Arsenal at home, and like you said, probably on a Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night.
And you'll probably win.
First game of the season.
Because this is the thing, we won't play because we didn't work to our stadium as well. Because as people probably know, Kenilworth Road's not exactly the biggest of stadiums, and it's quite old.
Yeah.
So obviously one of the stands has got to be knocked down and rebuilt, to put in VAR and to have, the facilities for 4K. So if that's not done in time, we can play our first 3 games away from home. So
Okay.
if that happens, I think we'll get 0 points in the first 3 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a great start.
That's the thing. I think with Luton, they have to rely on our home form.
Yeah. I think that's the only way you could stay
Like
up.
Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
Well, there's no Premier League player is going to want to turn up to Kenilworth Road, are they? Realistically,
I think Haaland might fancy his chances.
nah. But like compared to what Premier League players are used to,
Yeah, true. It'd be a bit of a culture
really
shock.
tight.
Yeah.
You got the fucking fans right next to the players, probably the distance we are. So
Luton are 100% taking 3 points of a City or Liverpool next season. They can't all 100%.
Well, I hope so, but
You want 6 points, Charlie?
that would be ideal. Yeah, 3 points would be too bad. But no, again, it just doesn't feel real because I was going to, and I was saying about George. I was saying this to George. Like I've been to like Nuneaton away.
Mm.
And Hyde away, and Yeovil away, and now hopefully, be going to Old Trafford, the Etihad, Anfield, and it's just a lot to take in considering where we were, almost not even a football club, we're that close, and getting all them minus points as well, just gives the FA the finger.
Yeah.
So,
Is that where Man United
fuck you, FA.
get their added points from, Charlie? Did they take off Luton and give them to Man United?
Yeah, they must have. So yeah, fuck you, FA, and the Football League.
But looking into next season, what are your realistic expectations? Do you think you'll stay up? Do you think you'll stay up comfortably?
Or
do you think you're going to go down?
The bookies are, and a lot of people are saying Luton rock bottom. And look, it's fair. Like for a team that's not been in the top flight for 30 years, and with a team of the budget they have, when we have to rely on loan play, like in the Championship's quite like that, loan players, not everyone's got a lot of money. But with Luton, they've obviously invested so well, and obviously the board are really good now because, they've got the supporters' trust, and they know what they're doing, so there's no stupid deals going on. So they're very well run in that respect. But look, if we go down, we go down. For me, it's not a problem because, we'll get the money for going up and get
your parachute payments.
Yeah, it's always good to be in the Prem.
I think your parachute payment's half though. If you go up and go straight back down.
Yeah, I don't think
they half.
But
I don't know.
30% or something.
Look, if we go down, we go down. It's not
money.
gonna, be a big shock, is it? Because let's be real.
Just enjoy the Prem.
Yeah, enjoy the
Yeah.
Prem. But realistically, I think we will surprise people, and I hope we do. Because again, you know, there's loads of people taking a mick, going, "Oh, hashtag teams like Luton in the Prem," and saying all this bollocks about our stadium. You know what? Like, sometimes you got to have a different team in there. It's not always going to
agree.
be the set teams.
I agree.
So hopefully we can.
I like a
survive.
surprise. I do like a surprise team.
Well, yeah, you like Bournemouth.
Yeah, Bournemouth in the Prem.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Charlie?
More about Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Well, again, you know,
Their
like-
stadium's about the same size as Cheltenham
No, it's
Ford.
not even just about that. You know, Bournemouth were in the shit with Luton. Didn't they get minus 17 as well?
Yeah, they were in League Two.
Yeah, they did
Yeah,
that
they,
tweet,
you know,
not long ago.
You know, it's good when clubs do that because they can just give the middle finger to the FA.
Yeah. But didn't they just like throw loads of money at it? I think that's how they got their promotions, wasn't it?
Probably.
I think they got rich owners.
You
So
know,
unlike Luton,
aren't
Charlie,
they,
don't associate with them.
Aren't they owned by
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, Michael? B.
Yeah, they are
Jordan,
now. Yeah, but when they were League Two, they weren't.
No, I don't know. But yeah, they were in the shit as well with Luton, and that's similar with Coventry as well. You know, even if we didn't win against Coventry, I wouldn't have. Look, it would have been sad, yeah, but like Coventry again are another team that would have surprised people because of what they've been through. You
Well, yeah,
know,
they didn't have a
their-
stadium at the start
Yeah,
of the year, did they?
yeah, the home. Well, Mike actually owns it now, don't he? But,
Yeah.
you know, they've had no stadium barely. They've had all kinds of financial problems and that. But I don't know.
Yeah,
Both
fair.
been through the wars in the past.
Yeah. I feel like an underrated part of Luton's season as well is the Rob Edwards effect. The fact that he came in from Watford after being sacked from Watford this season,
Yeah.
and
you
he's
know,
gone up and they've not.
and that's funny because obviously Watford and Luton are big rivals, and again, it's just funny to see. Like,
Yeah.
it's funny to see Watford fans as well going, "Oh, we should have never accepted him."
Yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah, definitely not.
No,
no,
definitely.
of course not.
Hindsight's
But that's
a
the
wonderful
thing. Their board again. It's the Pozzos, isn't it? You know, they're reckless to the club. You know, they got to
They
be
are.
very careful what they do because a lot of Watford fans are turning.
I'm
on
surprised
their
they've not
team.
had protests earlier, you know,
Well,
because they've sacked so many managers.
this is the thing, Luke. Apparently, like, you're not allowed to bring any banners of protest into the stadium.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, apparently that's like a thing.
I think that's a normal thing, to be fair. I remember that happened at the Emirates as well. They couldn't have Wenger stuff at home
Yeah, they
games.
weren't allowed Wenger out stuff. Yeah.
I don't know, Watford are... And it's the thing with Watford, for the team they have, they should have been competing.
Yeah.
Oh, that team's
Yeah,
great.
I was going to
They-
say
you
they
know-
were favourites to go back up again.
Yeah,
Them and Norwich, and they're both not coming up.
as much as it pains me to say, they probably should have, you know, with the team they've got.
Yeah, with the team they've got, yeah.
You know, and no one really expected Luton to go up, realistically.
No.
I mean, even last season, you know, losing to Huddersfield, you know, look where Huddersfield are now. You know,
Yeah.
Warnock came in and just survived them, so it's all a bit mad. Don't know if anyone else wants to say anything on the, you know,
I thought you were going to say the mighty
situation.
town.
On the mighty
Yeah.
town.
the mighty
No,
town.
I think Championship this season, the best three teams have gone up this year. Obviously, I'm a Championship fan myself, seeing it, but fair play to Luton. I do predictions every year, and I had Luton mid-table. I didn't think they would get back in the playoffs.
No, that's fair.
And then obviously Rob Edwards has come in and done what you had to do, really. I remember, obviously, we said before, we went to that Sheffield United away
Yeah.
game, didn't we? And I know as a fan it was different for you watching it, but I thought there's no chance these are
Yeah.
going up.
No, and I
But
get
then,
that.
I think
They both
was
did.
it 14 games unbeaten at the
Yeah.
end of the season? Like, you got to give you credit there, haven't you? But no, fair play. Fair play
Yeah.
to
No,
Luton.
we're very. That's the thing. We earned 14 games. It was probably, was it 14 games unbeaten? Yeah, into the playoffs, or was it? I
I've
can't
got
remember.
fact checked, I don't know.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like when Rob Edwards came in, we completely transformed that team, and you know, even we've obviously had to rely on loan players, and a few have stepped up, like you know, Marvellous Nakamba and you know Cody Dremmer. You know, they've been very key.
The goalkeeper's on loan, isn't he?
Yeah, Horvath.
Yeah.
I don't know if the thing is Horvath's one of them ones. He's good, but is he Prem quality?
Yeah, I said that to you the other day, didn't I?
I can't believe Amari Bell's a Premier League player now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much. But he's been very good for us this season.
Oh no.
I mean, last season I thought he was. I liked him, but I thought he was quite
That's what he was at Blackburn.
he was quite
He had a
inconsistent.
bit of talent, but just no consistency as well.
And that's the thing. He gave away that or he was at fault for that goal that Huddersfield scored when they went off to Wembley. But
Yeah.
you know, I think it's like that, and you know, it's weird because players play different under different managers, and probably Amari Bell suits Rob Edwards' style more than he did Nathan Jones. So.
And doesn't he play centre back for you sometimes?
Yeah, he can play centre back or just on the left. You know, it depends. Depends really.
Nice.
But no, anyone else got anything to say on that?
No, not.
Well, I tell you what. Where do you guys think Luton will finish next season?
It's got to be bottom three.
I've got them in bottom 3.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I do have them going down.
Yeah.
But
No, that's fair.
However, it is also before the transfer windows happened. If
I'm
you've got-
optimistic.
What?
I'm optimistic.
Oh yeah, you've
I
got
think,
to be.
Yeah.
But
top 4.
it will change depending on the
Top 4.
transfer window, obviously.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I guess that's enough Luton Town chat for now.
Yep.
We'll talk about when we're talking about the relegation teams later on, of course.
Wow.
But, so Lewis, obviously as a Blackburn fan, you've had a frustrating season. Would it be fair to say, or
A lot of highs and then some big lows as well.
yeah,
New manager came in from abroad. We've all said this season would be sort of a transition season for us. I was expecting, with the players that left as well last summer, to maybe mid-table, 15th, something like that. To finish outside of playoffs and goal difference, an FA Cup quarter-final,
yeah,
it's not been...
yeah. It was a very good cup run.
It's just how those games have finished, the way the season ended. We should have finished in the playoffs. I think there's a stat where only Burnley and Sheffield United were in the playoffs longer than Blackburn throughout the season. We spent over 250 days in the playoffs, and then obviously bottled it towards the end. But
yeah.
no, yeah, it was a difficult season in a way.
I mean, you had been hard done by as well. Like that goalkeeper scoring with his hand. Was he Cov keeper?
Cov keeper.
Yeah.
And
And then hitting the bar against Luton.
You know what? That would have changed
Yeah.
fucking everything. Cov wouldn't have been.
It would have been us if that.
Yeah, that wouldn't even been Cov in the fight. That would have been probably.
Yeah.
You know, that fucking handball
Yeah,
ultimately has decided who was in the final. Obviously,
Yeah.
Cov getting there. You know, it could have been Blackburn.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
week we had was horrible. Cov keeper scoring with his hand. It went to Preston. Our play was through on goal, 1-0 up. Tried to chip the keeper. They countered. We scored an own goal. Last kick it in 1-0.
Yeah, we watched that. If you remember.
And then the week after, Smodics hit the bar against Luton in
Yeah.
that 6 minutes. So
Yeah.
the way it's all gone has been a bit hard to take, but
Yeah.
optimistic going forward.
Yeah.
If we keep the manager.
And obviously, like the biggest low, surely was Burnley winning the league at Ewood Park.
It was, yeah. I didn't think that. I thought we could skip past that. It's one of those games I thought we were in control of it, and then he stuck it top bench from 30 yards. And it was like,
Oh, it was Benson, wasn't it?
yeah, he scored the same goal like 4 games in a row or something like that. And then, yeah, I mean, I quickly left the stadium as soon as that whistle went. But
No, so I don't blame you. You don't want to be watching that.
no, that was a low.
Yeah, surely no one really stayed to watch that. No home fans. Like,
No,
you're just torturing yourself if you're
was-
watching company do a knee slide at your
It's
stadium.
fair, I actually stayed a bit after because it kicked off towards my end, so I thought
did
I'd
it?
watch a bit of the scrap and then got myself out. But no.
Wait, what? Between your own fans?
No, the players
No.
on the pitch.
Oh,
got a bit
right,
heated.
okay, fair.
But yeah, that was we won't talk about Burnley.
Yeah, fair enough. What would you say the high of the season was then? Like winning at Leicester?
Winning at Leicester was there. I still think the day I had at Bramall Lane in the quarter-final FA Cup was unbelievable. Over 6,000 fans. Obviously, the way it ended was horrible. Again,
Yeah.
it's another goal you can't.
Yeah, Tommy
Do anything
Doyle
about.
rocket.
Oh yeah, I
it's
remember
top
that.
corner.
Gee,
Tommy Doyle.
Did you go?
Yeah, that's why.
Were you
I
in
wasn't.
the upper tier?
Upper tier. Yeah.
What's that like? Well,
I was
obviously
on
you went
the
there
upper
for
tier
Luton.
on the very back row of it as well. It was
Nice.
pretty much steep as anything. I just remember
So,
that. But
I've never been in that upper tier. I don't know what it's like.
Well, we were for the Luton game, weren't
yeah, we were
Yeah.
there
It
as
must
well.
be.
for
I
that,
don't, like, how do you get in there? Because obviously the away end's below. Do you have to go up further?
yeah, you've got to go right up the stairs. Walk all the way up.
That's usually how you get to an upper tier, Charlie.
No.
No, it
Stairs.
was in like where the turnstiles, because the turnstiles to the away end are obviously like along.
Yeah.
Are they further up?
Well, yeah, we were right next to you because if you remember after the Sheffield United Luton game, we were literally
You were
walking out and we
literally
walked
there,
past
yeah.
you, which is obviously why it kicks off as well. If the home fans are right next to the
Yeah,
away fans,
that's-
It's so poorly.
Yeah,
like,
that is so like if you
Done.
think about it, right? Surely, because they never feel that top tier, do they? United
No.
fans,
no.
realistically.
Well, they will next season.
Yeah,
now
they will
they're
next
Prem.
season, obviously.
Like,
But like, you would have thought they would have given just that whole end,
Mhm.
Yeah.
mm.
or No, you wouldn't give the away.
Yeah, I was going to
fans
say,
next
with
year.
Luton, they wouldn't sell
I was
that out.
going to
though.
say, will they give it?
They didn't sell your allocation out, so giving them more tickets wouldn't.
I don't know how much it holds. That we took. Well, yeah, we had 6,000.
Yeah, it
we
would be
sold out
6,000, yeah.
6,000,
And what did Luton have, like 2? Is it with the bottom thing? or
Yeah,
something?
2.
Yeah, 2,
and a
3,
bit.
something like that. Yeah.
But no, I get what you mean though, like, because we've said this before, like, and when SHU played Spurs in the FA Cup, and that old man got attacked, like,
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
I think the policing around that area needs to be so much better because they got all the horses and shit, but like having an away. This is the thing, and we spoke about this on another episode before. Like, just keep the away fans behind for a little bit.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, like
Yeah.
when I went to Leeds, that's what they did.
Yeah,
Keep you for like 20
they do
minutes,
that,
and then
yeah,
everyone's left.
Like most games I've been to with Luton, they don't do that.
No,
No.
I don't know what they did when I just didn't go to Luton Watford, but I wonder what they did then.
they probably did the same thing that Blackburn do for Blackburn Burnley, surely.
No, they didn't. Not for the
Oh.
away game. They did it for Watford when they came to Luton. They did the buses.
Mm.
I don't know.
That's a crazy thing, that, because I remember, I think it was the cup game that we went to years ago, Blackburn, Burnley, and like there was some fan that like lived. It basically made no sense for him to go all the way to Burnley to get a coach to Blackburn, but like he had to because that was the only way that he could, wouldn't it? Like, that's the only way to let you in.
And that's the thing as well. Ultimately, there will be fans that support Watford in Luton. There will be 1 or 2.
Yeah, and like Blackburn and Burnley, same thing. Like
Yeah,
someone would do
and
it,
they've got to go
Yeah, they're not
to
far from
Vicarage
each other.
Road, which is like 30 miles. It's not like it's a derby, but it's actually quite far.
Yeah, that's quite far.
They've got to go to Vicarage Road to then get a bus back to Luton.
Mm.
You know, that's fucking 50-mile round trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, for what?
Just to go literally 10 minutes down the road to Kenilworth Road. You know, it doesn't make sense. But, I don't know.
Imagine the woman it's her back garden that's the stadium if she has to go. Maybe she's a Watford fan.
Wow, I don't know, man, you know. That'd be funny if she was. But I don't know. Enough of them jokes. But no, I don't know. Blackburn, go back on the Blackburn, it's quite... they seem to do it like most seasons where, you know, they start really well and they're always a contender to go up. They're always kind of, you know, in that position. And then all of a sudden, they just kind of... I don't know what it is. You know, it's happened the last couple of seasons. They've just kind of fallen off a bit.
So a few Blackburn fans have used the excuse the fact the squad's so young, but then I don't think you can really use that when you look at the fact Sunderland got
I
playoffs.
was about
With
to
such
say.
a young squad. There must be something.
Well, and like
mentally
Arsenal
that's
won the
gone-
league with a young.
Yeah, they've got
not
young
won the
Well,
league.
nearly. Yeah.
I didn't even mean to say that. But
No, I don't
competed.
think- I
They've
don't
got
think it's
Champions
an
League,
excuse.
yeah.
yeah.
But you know, we've done it 3 years in a row now. But we'll see, I think next season should be. I mean, Championship next season's disgusting.
I was going to
Like,
say,
Yeah, I was
with the
gonna say.
next season's championship, there's the amount of strong teams in there. Is it
Yeah.
not going to be
It
even
is.
more of a struggle in this year?
And who would you say... Where would you place Blackburn next season
Yeah.
in the league?
with the current squad with no signings at the minute,
Yeah.
I'd say 10. I'd say around. I think we'll have another good season, but there's too many teams now in that league with money.
And obviously Ben Brereton Diaz,
Yeah,
he's
good man.
gone to Villarreal, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Has that been confirmed definitely?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've
Well,
not.
That's Lewis, not me. I don't
Well,
know.
I don't know.
They've
yeah.
not done an announcement yet, but everyone's
Yeah.
pretty much said that will be the
What-
case.
And do you reckon you'll sign a replacement for him or?
Hopefully, we've signed Plymouth striker from last season on a free. I hope that's not the only one. 'Cause I mean, we've let Brereton Diaz, Bradley Dack both go on frees now.
Oh, Dak's gone as well.
Dack's gone
Yeah.
on free, so
Do you reckon he'll drop down the league?
he needs to drop to somewhere where he's going to play football.
Yeah.
He can't just go for a
Because he
contract.
thrived in League One, didn't he? Like,
Oh, he's incredible, yeah. And then
Yeah.
before his ACLs, he was brilliant.
yeah, he
in
did 2
Championship.
ACL injuries, didn't he?
Wouldn't
Two.
surprise me if he ended
Yeah.
up at Sunderland with Mowbray.
Yeah, true. Bring
Just
the
'cause
band back
Mowbray loves
together.
him, it wouldn't surprise me.
Get
at all.
Richie Smallwood in.
And get Smallwood back in the. Yeah. But no, yeah, Championship next season. I couldn't even predict where anyone's going to finish
Yeah,
next year.
it's hard, I'm just trying to think who would win that league.
Mm.
I think
You know-
Southampton have a good chance. now.
Yeah, because
That's what I said.
You got Leicester, Southampton, Leeds. Like,
Yeah.
Are they? I don't think they'll all go back up.
No, they won't all.
No.
You know, you don't really see that, do you? Where all the teams.
Nah, definitely not, especially with how competitive. But so Luke and Lewis, you're both saying you think Southampton
Yeah.
To win
The
the
strong-
league, yeah.
I'd say Leicester. What about you, Charlie?
It's really hard because again, you know, who leads, who Southampton, who
Yeah.
Leicester keep.
Yeah.
You know, and who they sign.
I can't see Leicester keeping many, but I think that they're going to get so much money for like James Maddison and.
Yeah, but they've got to invest it well. They can't.
Yeah, but if they get 50 million for him, they should be able to sort themselves out.
I don't know if they'll get 50 mil now they're in the Championship.
Bournemouth got 40 for Nathan Ake.
True.
Like, and Southampton are valuing that Lavia at 50 million apparently. Like, I know what you mean. I do agree. They're in a weaker position now that they're a Championship team, but when they're in the Prem, they probably wanted 80, 90 million for him, maybe. So
yeah, fair. I get you.
If I was, you know, if Luton didn't go up, I'd be shitting myself next year.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, the teams
Yeah.
I don't think would just sit mid-table. I don't even think would even push.
I think he's the only 4 teams now have not been in the Premier League in the Championship.
Really?
Yeah, it's
God.
obviously 2 ex-Premier League winners are in the Championship as well.
2 ex
Yeah.
Premier League. Who has?
Who are the 4 teams? Yeah, that's
Rotherham.
Rotherham, Preston, Millwall, someone else.
Okay.
I'm forgetting. Plymouth. That's it.
Nice.
See, and they will shock people as well.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, Plymouth are a good side. Wednesday are a good side. You know, you got all these.
Yeah, Wednesday I'm good.
I just don't know. I'd love to. I'm gonna sit down and make a prediction because it's just gonna be wild.
Yeah.
And you know what the Championship's like as well. You know, it's so unpredictable. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that teams lose stupid games, and it's like with Luton as well this season. We lost to fucking Wigan at home, and you know they're in League One with an minus 8 point deduction. You know, it's like, that's not their fault, but it is their fault.
Yeah, it's definitely their fault.
But like,
Whose fault is it then?
no, but that's not have to do with this. You know, quality of football.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, you get that in the Championship, so it's going to be.
I think it's going to be a really good year.
Yeah, Championship.
Yeah.
Strong.
Just
Not for me, probably, but as a neutral.
just trying to think. No, because it's like who goes down as well. You know, I think I've got my 3 that might go down.
What, from the Championship?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Is it 3? Yeah, it's 3. Yeah,
It's your league, mate. Like,
It's not his league anymore.
Come on.
Not anymore.
No, not
Forget all
anymore,
that.
QPR.
is he going to do a recent stop caring about the Championship now?
QPR will go down
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a shout.
with Birmingham
Oh, okay.
and Rotherham.
Or Rotherham.
Go on, Lewis.
I put Swansea on my accumulator.
Ooh.
I do one every year, all 4. Pick a team, promotion or relegation. I put Swansea.
That's a good
Wow.
shout.
Couldn't tell you the other 2.
Yeah, fair. I don't know
I
the
think
Championship well
QPR's
enough at the minute.
a good
So.
shout.
QPR is a shout.
Did they still have Ainsworth for their second?
But yeah, you went on Talksport the other day and said he's actually scared of the Championship next season.
Who
I
did?
don't blame him.
Ainsworth, the QPR manager.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I saw that.
It's
Yeah.
not a good thing to come out.
The old
of.
Wickham guy.
No, yeah. The
Long
old,
the hair.
Yeah.
yeah.
He loves a night out as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Blackburn through and through, Ainsworth.
Is he?
Yeah. He was in the away end last year, a few games. Yeah, he's Blackburn through and through.
I had no idea about
Well,
that.
he
I
won't
just
be
think
next
Wickham.
season.
Yeah.
Said he won't be next season.
No, he won't be next season.
No, but I don't know. The Championship's going to be difficult, obviously. I don't know. And even like, you know, Sheffield Wednesday doing their masterclass, I don't think we've even spoke about really. Or I don't know if you spoke about it on a previous episode, but
I'm not sure.
well, because obviously they,
I don't know if we
you know,
did.
turned a fucking 4-goal deficit over,
Oh, we spoke about that, yeah.
and then won.
Oh, yeah.
But we've not spoke about the final.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're winning extra time. You know, be interested to see what
Literally
they do next season.
last kick of the game,
Yeah.
wasn't it? But
Yeah, I was watching.
the ref
it,
sort of ran it over on his watch as well. It was like
Yeah, but
from
you get
full
that
percent time.
like
It was
I
like
think
2 minutes 50 over or something.
even at the game, the playoff final, I think the the ref went over.
Yeah.
You know, on time on his watch because they do it. They, you know, for little.
Yeah.
Full
It's just because
time
there were so
wasting
many
it.
attacks. I think it's like, oh well, I'll let another attack go.
Yeah, and this is the thing as well. So when we played Sunderland, like, and sorry to go back onto Luton again, the fucking crowd were keeping the ball, throwing it. I was like, what are you doing? If they like literally that added time, if they scored, I'll be thinking like, I bet you're regretting doing that now.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know. I don't like it when that happens.
No.
Well, it's just
Leeds did it, didn't they, with Chelsea when they were losing or something like that?
Yeah,
I
last
think
season, yeah.
Yeah.
karma does come, and you know you don't want to be hit by karma because of that. That's what I'm saying. So,
That might be the
any
most
of you,
philosophical thing you've ever said,
any of you are
Charlie.
throwing balls in the crowd, stop it. But no, I don't like that.
Mm. Yeah, because I think for me this year, this is probably the first time I've watched every playoff final. Like, I'd never usually care about non-league, but because it was Notts County, I was intrigued.
Oh yeah, and the penalties as well.
Yeah, that was great.
And
that guy's penalties really fucked it. He used to play for
Forest.
John Bostock.
Yeah, was he at Forest?
He was at Forest.
Forest, yeah.
Oh, well, that could have been in a little grid yesterday. Remember I said, who's played for Forest and County?
Oh yeah. The little grid. We were just playing this game.
Yeah,
let's play
it. So players that play for both clubs.
Yeah, but yeah. So I don't even know why I've took such an interest, but I guess it's just been good big games this year, hasn't there? Like, needed to watch Sheffield Wednesday in League One.
Yeah.
Like,
no, definitely. And that game
had to watch Luton Town.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And that was good, but not the prices at Wembley. They weren't good.
£3.50
for everyone watching, you can't charge £7 for a pint of real ale.
Well, they can. And
they can.
And you paid it.
Yeah, and I paid it on the mug. There we go.
Yeah. So I guess we'll move on to some Premier League predictions. And I don't know if you've done yours, Lewis, but I know Charlie hasn't, so he's just going to make up whatever he's about to say.
No, I've got
top
some
four
predictions.
Top four in relegation for you.
Them,
Okay, well then go on, you can start.
Which one do you want to start with? Top four?
Yeah, top four. Is it in order?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Are we going from fourth to first? That's how I'd like to do mine.
Okay, fourth to first. Yeah, do that.
Alright. In fourth, I've got Arsenal.
Fair enough.
In third, I've got Liverpool. He knows where this is going, don't
I just know Chelsea aren't making this.
In second, Man United. In first, Man City. Can I explain the Man United one?
Yeah.
It is if they sign a striker, which at the minute, I think they've been linked with that Norwegian guy, aren't they? Is it not Haaland, obviously.
Oh, Hoyland,
that's it.
That's his name?
Yeah.
They're trying to get VTech Haaland in.
Oh dear.
Who does he play for?
Haaland from Wish.
Oh, who does he play for?
Is it Atalanta?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, God.
But
I think I know who you mean.
That's just like copy someone's work,
He's
like
like-
change
yeah.
it a little bit.
He isn't always he's basically their second striker. He's not like Haaland levels, but
you look so gutted when I didn't say Chelsea.
No, I just
So
as soon as you
face
said,
going.
as soon as you said second place, I was like, yeah, you're not saying Chelsea are going to win the league, so yeah, no, fair enough. I mean, the top six is really hard to call because
It was hard.
so that's yours. What about you, Charlie?
You know what? And it's the thing what I said to you earlier on. I didn't even like countering Liverpool. I just kind of forgot. So
you forgot.
no, on that basis, I'm going to go fourth, Manchester United.
Okay.
Oh no. Will Newcastle do it again next season? That's the question. Okay, no, you know what? Fuck it. We're not doing fifth, but Newcastle finish fifth. Sorry, Dom, but they will. So
I mean, he'd take that. That's still good.
Yeah,
Does he take fifth?
Okay, yeah, I'm going to go Man United fourth.
Well, he's got really spoiled now that he's got
Turn into Reece.
Yeah.
Arsenal third.
Yeah.
Liverpool second. Man City top.
Fair enough. And I'll go for mine, and I've got Chelsea in fourth place. Like, I've got to put them in the top four.
that's fair.
Yeah,
Arsenal third, Liverpool second, Manchester City first. And so if you want to do yours, Luke, and then we can all explain a bit why.
Okay. I've got Liverpool in fourth. Now that I read this, but I've probably underrated them a bit. They've just signed McAllister. If they carry on with their window, maybe getting a new right back and a few new midfielders, they could go even higher.
Liverpool could be strong.
Yeah, they could be strong. Third, I've gone Man United. And then, this may surprise you, I've gone second, Man City, and Arsenal to win the league.
Wow.
Yeah, I think, depending on the mentality, if they think, right, we've done so well this year, like, obviously about the previous year, and they bottled it near the end, if they just, I don't know, like when Liverpool lost out by 1 point, and then next season, they came back and smashed it and won the league. If they have that kind of mentality and Man City drop off, they could win the league, I reckon.
Yeah, no, they
could. With
could.
the squad they've got.
They could, but however, for me, I feel like the difference between that is like Liverpool missed out by a point. They were still winning week in, week out. By the end of the season, Arsenal were dropping stupid points.
Yeah,
drawing at
they
home to
were.
Southampton,
Yeah.
That wasn't near the end of the season, though.
It was like April.
It was nearly but like yeah,
Oh, it was
they
like
were getting
3/4. Yeah.
they were getting daft draws.
Yeah. Well, and they lost
Everton.
the last game of the season, didn't they?
They lost to Everton on Dyche's
Oh, no, they didn't lose
debut.
to Wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Who else?
And they got outplayed by Everton.
Oh, yeah, they got
yeah.
outplayed.
They
Everton
lost-
were great.
They drew to someone else. Obviously, they got beaten
West
by Man
Ham.
City.
They drew to West Ham after being 2-0 up. They drew to
Yes.
Liverpool after being 2-0 up.
Yeah.
Southampton. Obviously, they beat Chelsea. Of course they did.
But
But-
Man City did the double over them, didn't they? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Home and away.
Yeah.
Wasn't it 3-1 and 3-1 at the Emirates? Wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, the Saka penalty. And then it was 1-0 in the Cup. It might have been 1-0 in the league. What's it?
Oh, you
Something
played
like
each other in the cup as well. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, in the FA Cup. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. I don't know. I could just if they sign a few, like Declan Rice coming in potentially.
Yeah, Rice would be huge.
And
yeah.
like if they make a few other strong signings, they've got an elite attack. If Saliba comes back from his injury and he's as good as he used to be,
Yeah, no, yeah.
I don't
definitely.
know. I could see them do it. I could see them coming back
I just
stronger.
I think this year was their year to do it, and they still didn't. Like all those games that we were talking about while
Yeah.
doing the podcast, like the Bournemouth game, Aston Villa, like these late winners all meant nothing. If that's the case, then like you're not doing anything next year for me.
It's a fresh start though. Don't forget.
True, but then they've had a weak Premier League. Other teams as well, like Chelsea have been poor this year, Liverpool have been poor this year, Tottenham have been poor this year.
Yeah.
Like Arsenal won
three
it.
of the top six.
Arsenal won at Stamford Bridge and White Hart Lane. They're not doing that next year. Well, they might do, but
No, they
I don't
could,
think they will.
could. But I'd like you said.
Yeah, but Luton could. It's not
Yeah,
Luton.
they of course they could. But like you said with Chelsea, and even Arsenal, like you say, Arsenal going to win the league. It's the thing with Arsenal. I feel like they had their time, like Andy said, and they completely lost momentum. And I think that might make an effect on next season as well.
Yeah.
You know, and I think they will get top four. Don't get me wrong. I think they will, and they should. But I don't think they'll win the league.
Yeah.
I think Man City again, because you don't really start that strong, do you? Man City, like they never really.
Not
Yeah.
massively, no.
You know, you lost a few games. Didn't you lose to Spurs?
Yeah.
You know, and look at Spurs. You know, they haven't fucking got in. You know, but yeah, with Chelsea, I think. I think this season, because of the amount of signings you made, it just hasn't adjusted. And I don't think there's no. It's almost like seeing loads of individuals and no one's working
I've
as
said
one whole
this.
team.
Yeah.
And because I think you've oversigned, I think you might disagree, but you have oversigned in my eyes.
Charlie, we've got 33 players. I'm not going to disagree with that.
Yeah. It's very hard to find out what works with what players. And I think that even next season, I don't know if you'll do that well. I think
I've got Chelsea fifth next. I didn't put it in, but I've got them fifth next season.
I think you've just got to focus about getting into Europe next season. Yes, the league. You can go for the league, but I feel like
No, I wouldn't say that.
no. But the season you've had last year, I think the main focus is Europe, even if it's Europa League or even the Conference League.
Oh
which I'll talk
no,
about
mate,
later.
we're too good for the Conference League.
No, but you say that.
That's my opinion.
Ah.
But so anyway, on Chelsea, this season has been a shambles, and the mood at the minute for a lot of people is negativity and Bowley's a mug, all this stuff. However, for me, I think if you look at it and you actually think about it, I think we're going to be strong next year because we've got Pochettino in. That's a great manager. Like, for me, there's no doubt in that. Also, if you look at our January transfer signings compared, the summer transfer signings were pretty questionable looking back at them, but they were also quite big names. Like getting Koulibaly in, getting Sterling in. You're a big Sterling fan, Lewis, yourself. Like,
I was, yeah.
oh, you were.
Yeah, not anymore.
I remember you saying at the time that it was a good signing. And I was like, I don't know.
I said it was a good sign. He's a world class player. Like,
Yeah, well, he was. I don't know if he is, but he's had a poor year.
He's had a poor season.
Who?
Is it Nkunku?
The one you signed.
Fabrizio Romano says it has, but like Chelsea haven't put a club statement out, so that's interesting. That's another exciting signing as well, and like everyone seems to think Bowley's a mug, but if you look at some of the players we're signing, we're getting a lot of young, exciting players in, like Mudryk, Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah, Enzo Fernandez is top.
Yeah,
I think Mudryk needs to settle in.
yeah, he's had a
I think
poor
for a
start.
player for his
hype.
For the calibre
value.
that he's
How much you spent
Like,
on him?
Yeah,
80 million was it?
I think it's 100.
Yeah, and that's not even like fucking. You know, you see that with English players because of the tax, but that's
Yeah.
not even like.
Yeah, this is
He came
someone
from
the Ukrainian
Dynamo
league.
Kiev.
Yeah,
No, he didn't. He came from Shakhtar Donetsk.
Shakhtar Donetsk.
Yeah, I think that's an outrageous price tag, but hopefully it pays off. You know, you can't just. Okay, this happened to Haaland. You know, he's come in and absolutely smashed it, but most of the time, players do need to settle, and I think, and you might kind of disagree. I think Darwin Núñez will be top quality next season
No, fair enough.
Fair enough.
because of that. I think he'll settle in,
Yeah.
and
If
I
he's
think-
got, if Liverpool rebuild,
yeah, I think he'll be he'll be a big impact next season.
Mm.
I think Chelsea will have a good season next year. You've got the squad, like the depth, and like how strong the squad is.
Yeah, I got too much depth at
Yeah,
the
you
minute.
do.
Too
but,
much depth, but like
I wouldn't say this squad is that strong, actually, to be fair.
really,
Like,
you've got,
we've got a lot
top-
of players
top
we
player.
need to
but you got like
get rid
top
of.
players though as well.
We don't have a goalkeeper or a striker.
What?
Well,
Wing
wing
with
backs.
Lukaku next season.
He can't play. He cannot put that
I
kit on
think.
again. He's not going to either. He's already came out and said he doesn't
Really?
want to. He's disrespected the club. He's a fraud. What he did. He came out and did that little interview with Sky,
Yeah,
didn't he?
yeah.
So, like, he shouldn't be going anywhere near Stamford Bridge unless he wants to do a stadium tour again.
Or get celery thrown at him.
Yeah, if he wants some, I'll throw some salary at him. I'll sneak it in. But no, so, like, yeah, Lukaku shouldn't be anywhere near the
But
team. And
Nkunku,
hopefully
though.
into... What?
Nkunku.
Yeah, he's not a striker, though.
Oh, fair.
Like,
Fair.
and we spoke about that before. Like, he's probably like a false nine one, but like Chelsea and false nine doesn't work. Like,
No.
No, but you've played false nine though. You have.
and we
Havertz.
finished 12th.
You won the Champions League playing false nine though.
Yeah, you had Havertz at false nine.
Yeah, but then like it was all about Timo Werner, his run,
True.
his run that got the
Werner
space.
the burner.
It was Edison and Zinchenko mix up as well.
Yeah, but as well, we're also talking about one game that,
Yeah.
like,
true.
it obviously was the biggest game, but
Yeah. No, I know
they've
what
showed
you mean.
over a few years now that Chelsea aren't at the level they should be. But I think next year we'll probably like scrape a fourth place. Another big factor for Chelsea is the no European football is an advantage.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
The last time that we didn't have Europe for Conte, we won the league because we're going to focus on one game a week, whereas Liverpool are going to be going to AZ Alkmaar and Dynamo Zagreb on a Thursday, and then they've got a game on a Sunday, so we've got an advantage on them.
Yeah, definitely.
Arsenal haven't played Champions League football in, 6 years, so that's going to shock them, and like they'll probably be ranked quite low. in it.
Even Newcastle.
Newcastle are a pot 4 team, so they should get a horrible group with hopefully like Real Madrid and all them, man. Like, but they
All
should
them, man.
they should have a hard group. However, if you look, there's some weird pot 1 teams this year in the Champions
Yeah.
League.
Yeah,
like-
actually, I looked at the list earlier on. Even like Union Berlin are in it, and like,
Yeah.
I looked at the list and Celtic
Wait,
and
Mhm.
oh, they won't be pot 1.
no, I
in
looked
the
at-
actual
I looked
Champions
at,
League's
the
quite
full
weak
list.
this
Yeah,
year,
yeah.
I think.
No, I wouldn't say weak, but
Union Berlin.
no,
Celtic.
they proved themselves. Union Berlin. Oh yeah,
This
Celtic
one
is shit,
season,
but-
yeah. But yeah, I think it's interesting that none of you put Chelsea in it. But then it is also a thing of like, I've not put Man United in the top 4, and like they quite easily could. There's just
Yeah.
too many good teams.
I'm gonna say it's pissing in the wind, not pissing in the wind.
Just throwing a dart, and
Throwing
hope
a
it hits the
dart,
board.
blindfolded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
Obviously.
Chelsea in 5th as well when
Yeah.
I was doing this, but I could also see us winning one of the domestic cups as well next season.
And it also is going to change once we see the transfer window. Like, if
Yeah.
Chelsea got Mike Mayaga in, the AC Milan goalkeeper, which we're
Ooh, that'd be
linked
good,
with,
Yeah.
I think we'd be even stronger.
Oh yeah.
Or David
even-
Raya.
Yeah, but I'm worried about a little small Spanish goalkeeper. Like, you see De Gea, you see
I-
Kepa.
I just want to sell on.
Yeah,
Klein, so I'm not
you
really
want
bothered
Chelsea to
about
buy
it.
him for like 60 million just so you get some cash. But yeah, like, that's actually quite worrying though, that we don't have a striker or a goalkeeper up to the level.
What about like wing backs? Do you think?
Oh, we're very strong. Reece James, Chilwell.
Reece James
Yeah, but
played
you're
about
playing
10
that,
games
um,
though, doesn't he?
Yeah, but now we've got Gusto as well.
Oh, right.
Okay,
Yeah.
that Lewis Hall, haven't you as well?
Yeah, Lewis Hall.
Yeah, he's quite
Lewis
young.
Hall is top.
I can't even really give Cucurella any praise, but we got Ian Matson on the
fucking hell, I
books.
forgot about him.
You got him
Oh,
on the
of course,
books, but he
yeah.
might sign for Burnley on the perm.
Yeah, I think he will as well.
Yeah.
But I think that's one
He's top.
thing that I've been excited about is that like every time I go on Twitter, this dead wood that we're trying to get rid of, which I'm not including Matson in this, but like
I know what you mean though.
a lot of players are getting linked with moves.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't Kovacic.
Kovacic.
I love Kovacic, but he's a bit of a luxury player for a Chelsea because we're not that good a team.
Mm-hmm.
We can't afford to have someone that's great at dribbling but has no end product. Whereas for Manchester City, if he dribbles past it and squares it to Haaland,
Yeah.
that's cash in the bank.
Yeah.
That's money in the
Oh.
bank even. But yeah, I mean, Mason Mount looks like he's about to go to Man United. That's outrageous. I'd love to know your opinions on that.
He'll fit in.
Lewis, as a Mason Mount hater, would you like him now? He's going to be a Red Devil.
I love him now, yeah. No, but my thing with Mason Mount came from the Euros. I felt with that at the time he was taking the place of Grealish and Foden, who were both, I think, technically much better than Mason Mount.
Yeah, I agree.
But United need midfielders, don't they, at the end of the day? I don't know how it's going to work out if he does go there. I'm still not his biggest fan, but it's an upgrade on what they have already.
Yeah. I feel like it would have made more sense for him to go to Liverpool. Like, he's a great presser, hard working. Like, I feel like he works for a Klopp. Man United's a surprising one. I also don't know why. I don't know why he's so desperate to leave Chelsea. Like, everyone's in the dark in terms of why he's actually going. Like, some people are saying he's not got the contract offer that he wants. But if Chelsea value him at 70 million, which that's the going rate by the look of it, then surely they're willing to give him 200 grand a week or however much he thinks he deserves to like sign on. Because if we sell him, we're gonna have to replace him maybe with a James Maddison or someone like that. But I'm just a bit gutted, to be honest. I've backed Mason Mount since the day one.
Since Derby.
I go on to since Derby, and like I go onto Twitter. Well, since the test, the season before, I go onto Twitter and like everyone slags him off. But I just know now he's going to be a Man United player by the look of it. Twitter's going to change. It's going to be well, Mason Mount's a bit techie, you know. Like he's got a good free kick on him. Like
wasn't he your screensaver on your phone for like last few years?
He still is, mate.
He still is.
I need to change that, but yeah, he still is.
Oh wow, he is.
Champions League trophy though, isn't it? Like, gotta flex it. But yeah, that's a bit of a sad one. And I just realised as well, when we were doing our Premier League predictions, we didn't give bottom three as well, so we might as well
I was about to say about that.
Move on to that. So I can start first. So I'll go from 18th. I've done you and Reece quite dirty, I can't lie. I've put Nottingham Forest in Nottingham Forest in 18th, Luton Town in 19th, and Sheffield United in 20th. I think Sheffield United are definitely going back down.
Sheffield United my 20th as well.
Yeah, Lewis, what's your...
I've got Luton 18th. I think they will just go down. I've actually got Wolves in 19th.
Oh, fair.
Oh, okay.
I'll explain that.
It's an outside shot.
And Sheffield United, 20th.
Fair. I've got my beloved Bournemouth in 18th. I don't know. That's how I'm feeling. Jefferson Lerma's leaving.
Oh no!
The glue.
As long as they keep Phil Billing, they'll be all right. Oh, he's got like 7 league goals.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Bournemouth?
No, I haven't.
Your beloved Bournemouth.
I really hope they stay up, but I don't know. We'll see after. This will change after.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll make new predictions after transfer window. 19th, I've got Everton. I don't see them clinging on for a 3rd season in a row. And they've lost Connor Cody after. I don't know if you saw his interview afterwards, but he was on about, we can't let this happen again with this giant club, blah blah blah. But he's left now. So.
Well, they chose not to sign him.
Yeah, but I don't know.
For like 2 million, I thought it was odd that they didn't.
Yeah, just weird board.
However, he didn't play that many games for them near the end, so maybe he just wasn't that good.
I don't know.
He was very good at Wolves. But
I'm not sure.
There's a reason why Wolves let him go.
And then 20th, I have gone Luton Town. I am sorry.
20th?
Yeah, rock bottom.
Are they going to beat Derby's point record?
Potentially.
Come on.
No, I would say Sheffield. I was thinking Sheffield United, but then do you remember last time they came up to the Prem? If COVID hadn't happened, they could have got
Champions League.
Yeah,
or
potentially.
League,
They could have potentially got Europe.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I've had to rework my order, but no. But the thing is,
have you put Man City bottom?
They could easily. Sheffield United could easily join this bottom 3. By the way, easily.
Do I have to order? Can I do no particular order, or do I have to order?
Charlie, we've all done it in order. Give us your order, son.
Oh, I don't really want to put Luton to go down. No, because
there's enough teams to choose from. That you don't have to choose Luton.
Right, I'm going with. You know what, Luke? I'm going to go 18th Bournemouth.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, they've done well this season, but I don't know if they'll maintain it. Actually, no. 19th Bournemouth, 18th Everton.
Okay.
Right bottom, Sheffield United.
Fair enough.
Luton are a close one. They'll come through last game of the season, they'll win.
Yeah, fair enough.
Pitch invasion at Kenny.
No. Well, that's a bit tin pot.
Is it? You did it to go up.
Yeah, but that's different.
Yeah, that's for winning, I guess.
Actually, Everton do it every
Everton
year.
do it every year.
Yeah.
I think there's no way Everton go down. Like,
I don't know.
you both, I don't know if you did. You definitely said Everton were going to go down this year, and fair enough, they nearly did. Like last game of the season, obviously. But
Yeah.
I think a full season of Sean Dyche, they should be at least 15th. Like, great manager. You know he's a great manager, Lewis, don't you? Best thing to come out of Burnley.
No comment. No, of course, he is a great
Yeah, no, he's a great manager.
He's a good manager.
And like, he'll get them. They'll be hard working for him and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. They were playing for the
We'll
badge.
see what transfers they make, and then I might have to.
Yeah,
obviously
they've had
redo
2
that.
poor summer transfer windows, so surely they've got a bit of money now to like invest. You'd like to
Yeah,
think.
Well, they're spending all the money on the new stadium.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like Spurs,
Which I-
isn't it? They haven't recovered
yeah.
really
Yeah.
because they've spent fucking £1 billion on their stadium, which
Yeah.
isn't even going to host. Which the first trophy is probably going to be the fucking Grand Prix trophy. You know, when they're doing their Formula One there. But, but I don't know.
Yeah, I also think Bournemouth won't go down next year just because they've proved everyone wrong this year. Like the
Not me.
momentum, I think they're going to bring that into next season.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah. Not me. I never had them going down.
You put them in your bottom 3 when we asked you when George was on. We
When
said,
George was on, I doubted them. That's when everyone doubted them.
Well,
that's when you got to stay strongest.
True, and you can say the same about Fulham as well. You know, people would have said they would have gone.
Oh,
straight
people had
down.
them.
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
probably had.
But
them
then
in the
it's
bottom
like
3,
You know, this gets me nervous because there's 2 teams in the Prem, and God knows what other results. You know, that beat us 7-0 last season. Fulham beat us 7-0.
Mm.
A couple of seasons ago, Brentford beat us 7-0.
And Man
Yeah.
City will beat you 8-0 next year,
Probably 10.
and then you'll beat Tottenham 1-0 the next week.
Yeah, probably.
And then
Chelsea.
Tottenham will beat us.
But I don't know. It's gonna be very difficult. But
Mm.
I hope. You know, I want to prove not just all of you, but I'm a fan of Luton, rock bottom especially. But I want to prove, you know, people that are, you know, saying, you know, you can just come up for one season. But you know, hopefully we can. And if we do go down, like I said, it's not going to be
Yeah, it's not the end,
you know
of, the
the
world.
end of the world because it's good for the town. It's good for the club. It's good for the community.
It's good for you. Bit of excitement.
It's good. Yeah, it's good for me. You know, with the new stadium as well, that's meant to be built by now, which still hasn't.
Yeah.
You know, it's good for that. You know, the money can go to that. And
What were you saying, Lewis, in terms of, you said there's a reason why you have Wolves in the bottom 3?
Oh yeah.
A lot of it is obviously not seeing transfer stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of speculation around the manager.
Oh yeah, there is. He's quality.
I think
as
the
well.
manager's quality.
Yeah.
I think
Lopetegui.
a lot of players have left as well, haven't they?
Have they?
Costa's gone.
Yeah.
I know
I think he
wasn't
got
much.
like no goals.
It just
No, he
feels
got
to
one, I
me
think.
a club that's Neves obviously is being linked with Barca as well
Yeah.
at the moment.
No.
True.
He's been linked with Liverpool as well.
Yeah,
Could go there.
it just feels like a club that's coming to the end of the time in the Premier League. It sort of just feels a bit winding down.
That's
to
a
me.
great shout.
Just
yeah,
that
feels
is a
like
shout.
It's a good shout.
And
Yeah.
Bit of
like
decline
Southampton.
recently. That's been mad.
Yeah, they were very
They
strong
were like
under
Europa
Nuno.
League.
But if that manager stays, I think
Oh,
they'll
yeah.
be fine.
Yeah.
But it is all dependent on him going.
Yeah, because that's based on transfers, isn't it? I think,
Yeah.
like, if they can't spend much, he's like, I'm off.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just a weird club. They just are. I don't know what it is with Wolves. I don't really know. They're quite dodgy, I think, as well. I don't really. No, they are a bit of a dodgy club.
Oh, with
George
all the
Mendes.
Portuguese
yeah,
link.
it's just,
True.
they are quite dodgy, and it's weird. I feel like sometimes you just kind of forget they're there. You know,
Yeah.
it's just.
I quite like
I don't
Wolves,
know.
but yeah, it'd be a shame to see him go.
I don't really have any opinions. They're just there.
They are just
You know, I don't.
But no, they
It's
finished the
weird.
season with Daniel Bentley in there, who signed from Bristol City as like a backup. I think.
Oh, really?
Jose Sarr,
Yeah,
yeah.
Jose Sarr's.
Or
sort of
injured.
been a bit-
Yeah, don't know. It just to me feels like it's coming a bit to the end.
And he was so good last season, but this season, yeah, he's not been that good.
Right, and moving on from Wolves, there's one key debate to be had, and then we'll wrap it up. And I don't know your opinions on it, Lewis, but I know Charlie and Luke feel very passionately. They are big Conference League fans, which I think is wild.
I wouldn't say a big fan, but I do like I like the whole concept of the competition.
Mm-hmm.
It does give an opportunity for a team that doesn't, because everyone has their kind of, you know, and the Premier League's the same. You have your top 4, and it's like a top 4 general almost, you know. it's like they're the best. You know, they get, and rightly so, they deserve Champions League. But I think, again, the Europa League, kind of the same. You know, it's obviously you see less quality of teams in there, but I feel with Conference League, it's good to encourage teams that don't have the facilities to get top 4 to push for Europe.
But for me, that's what the Europa League is. Like, if you're not good enough for the Champions League, you play Europa League football.
But then,
Is it not just the same concept then? If you're not good enough for Europa League football, you play Conference League.
yeah.
Is it not just?
My problem with it is that it's new. There's been 2 seasons of Conference League football. The beauty of trophies like the FA Cup is that it's the oldest trophy in the world. You've got the history. You've got the Wanderers winning it in the 1800s.
Yeah, but
like, you've got your dad, and he'll have all these FA Cup memories. Who's gonna remember? Oh, do you remember last year when Roma won the Conference League? No, I don't. Like,
yeah, but this is for the future. Because history has to start somewhere. The Conference League can't just have been spawned 100 years ago. Like, it's a new thing. Yeah.
No, but I just don't see the reason.
Football has to change as well.
Yeah, it does, but it's changing for the worse
or
all the time. The new Champions League format,
of course.
Super League being a potential thing,
and this is a thing I actually
VAR.
Yeah, of course, and I get what you mean. And I'll tell you what I don't like in football. I don't like the Nations League. I think that's a complete waste.
See, I don't mind the Nations League.
It's boring. What is it? It's glorified friendlies.
Yeah, but it is glorified friendly. So the reason why I like the Nations League is because there's a reason for it. Like,
is there?
Yeah, well, so with the but hear me out, right? So with the Nations League, you're replacing friendlies, and you don't have that many international games. You can't always just play a World Cup qualifier or a Euros qualifier or like an actual tournament. So you put a Nations League in, it's a bit competitive. Obviously, England's last Nations League like campaign was bad. You lost like most games, lost to Hungary and stuff.
Yeah, they didn't care.
But when you played Italy, that was a fun game. Like, and the thing is, like, it is glorified friendlies, yeah, but you're also playing teams that are around your level.
True, but I just don't see the point of it. I really don't. I just think it's just.
So, would you rather them just play friendly?
To be honest with you, all international games are bollocks, apart from the World Cup and the Euros. I fucking hate friendlies, and I hate the Nations League. There we go.
Nice.
Okay, fair enough. But anyway, more importantly, back to the Conference League.
Okay, sorry.
I was going to... Oh, have you got points?
No, you go for it.
I was just going to say, for like... Okay, take West Ham, the winners, yeah? So, Conference League doesn't exist, hypothetically, this season.
Yeah.
They finish 14th. Take away the Conference League, they finish, what, 10th? Oh, whoopee, another season finishing mid-table. What's the point? You know what I mean? The Conference League for me...
Get better at football.
Yeah, I was going to say...
Finish up higher in the league.
Yeah, but no, because they finish... They finish mid-table. The top 6 go, ooh, that player's good. Nab. And then... They said this club never moves. It's a stalemate. They just stay there.
Okay.
Conference League gives them a chance to have a bit of a cup run. And then look, how can you look at them West Ham fans in Prague, the passion, right, from all of the fans, from the players as well, and just be like, nah, it's import. I don't really see that.
But so you're saying about, okay, West Ham finished 10th, they lose their best players. They've just won this mighty Conference League and Declan Rice is off. It's not keeping him there.
Yeah, but that was always going to be the case. Well, I think
Rice
so.
is going to leave, but...
No, but that's just one point.
I don't know, and he's got a trophy under his belt.
Yeah, he's got a trophy, and West Ham fans are taking the mick out of Tottenham saying, oh, we've won a trophy now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. If Tottenham won that trophy, I wouldn't care. I don't care that West Ham have won that trophy.
No, it's a good achievement.
It has no value. It's an alright achievement.
No, it does have value.
It's decent. Who have they played? Like, in the lead up to the final?
They played Larnaca.
He's an Alkmaar. Decent.
It's an Alkmaar.
They played Larnaca, didn't they?
Who?
Didn't they play FC Larnaca?
Charlie, you could be... Are they a real team?
No, they actually did. They did play FC
Where
Larnaca.
are they from?
It's Cyprus, isn't it? It's like Ayia.
Oh, okay.
This is the thing with
They went to Ayia Napa.
This thing with
pretty
this
much.
Conference League, though,
Yeah.
for a team like Blackburn, West Ham, even Blackburn win, it'd be great to get to there. The one thing I will say on it is, I think once you've done one season, and the novelty will wear off.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, I don't know if I want to be in it again. But for the season West Ham have had, it is great for that reason.
Yeah, and my point isn't, I'm not saying West Ham fans shouldn't love it. Like, of course they do. It's their first trophy in, 40 years?
Yeah.
But say a Manchester City, a Chelsea, a Man United, whatever, if you're in the Conference League, that's embarrassing.
Yeah,
Europa League's embarrassing.
But that's the thing though. This isn't what the Conference League isn't for. These big, massive established. It's for the smaller clubs to get a bit of European footy. And it's also it's fun for for the fans, it's fun. They get to do.
No, it is
European
good for the
aways.
fans. I'll give you that
Yeah.
100%. Like going to Ayia Napa.
Which one out of Brighton and Villa got conference?
Villa.
Villa.
It's good for them.
Oh, yeah.
But however, like, right, look at the Prem. You got the top 6 plus Newcastle. So like, it is basically a top 7 now.
Mm.
So that means quite easily next year Chelsea could finish 7th.
Yeah.
Whoever. So like, I don't know.
It used
I'd
to be a
rather
top
them
still low.
forfeit it. I
No.
think Tottenham forfeited it.
Tottenham basically played a
Yeah,
B
they-
team, which came
No,
to me.
they forfeited the game.
Oh
they-
right, fair.
Premier used to be top 7 though, because when we finished 7th, we had to go into a thing called the Intertoto Cup.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is basically
Bring
saying.
Bring that back.
I had a
No.
good time in the Intertoto.
But that sounds cool. It's
I
got
class-
history.
I class it as winners of Intertoto.
No, that was classed as Tim Park.
It was.
Sorry.
Wait, what is it? Is it basically the Conference League?
No, you played like a cup in the summer to go into UEFA Cup.
Oh,
Europa
this sounds
League.
lovely. I beef
But-
in the summer with the boys.
You play some
Blackburn
shocking teams.
at 3 p.m. In the conference, Charlie's making up teams from Cyprus that West Ham are playing.
I'm looking now, right? I'm looking out West Ham's road to the final.
Yeah, go on.
Right, there are some real bad teams. So in the round of 16, they did play AEK Larnaca. They won 2-0 away and they won 4-0 at home. So they won 6-0 in aggregate, right?
Tough game.
Yeah. Then in the quarterfinals, they played Ghent.
They're all right.
They're an all right
They're
team.
okay.
They drew 1-0 and then they beat West Ham beat them 4-1 at home.
Right.
And then obviously they played AZ Alkmaar.
They're actually decent, to be fair.
Yeah, they're all right. And that was in the semis. But
Veghurst
before
old team.
Third biggest club in Amsterdam,
they
not
played.
in Netherlands.
The away days are exciting, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If
Yeah.
I had Larnaca at home, I don't think I'd be excited to go and watch that.
Yeah. Well, I remember Chelsea in the Europa League played Videoton at home. It's a slog. We won 1-0. I
What?
went. Morata scored. Like, it was awful.
Where did you play?
Videoton, Hungarian team,
In what?
the Europa League,
When was this?
2018.
Yeah, but it's like
Sarri-ball.
you see that. It's like what was that team that got in to the Champions League? Wasn't it last year? And they beat Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Istanbul.
No. What's their name?
They beat them the year before.
I know.
Our first
You'll
year.
know who he's on about. They won it in the Bernabeu.
Oh, what country they were from?
Weird country.
No,
It wasn't Karabag.
no.
no, it wasn't Karabag.
Oh, Charlie,
Right,
you're
I'm
on
Googling
something
it.
there. Who the hell were they?
I do remember
Not
it.
Red Star Belgrade.
No, it's
Um,
not. It's some dead team. Red Star Belgrade have got history.
Yeah, wait. Because Simon Wilson did a video on it, so I got on YouTube.
Yes, he
quick.
did. I was.
I got on YouTube quick and I'll get it out.
Oh, I'm gonna have to search. That's gonna
Also,
yeah, go on.
just a little point. Emerson is now the first player to win
All five.
UEFA competitions.
Yeah, all 5 UEFA. I know. I was gonna use that as a quiz question, but you've read it. So
He was quality the other night as well.
Yeah.
was he? Well, in the final.
Yeah, he was
Fair. I
really good.
didn't watch it. Real Madrid Champions League group.
It was a decent match, you know.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
liked it.
Well, I mean, like they equalised straight after West Ham scored, didn't they? So it sounded
Yeah.
sounded
Yeah,
interesting.
he would have done it over 5 months ago. What the fuck? On that video.
Oh, Charlie, who the hell are we on about? This is annoying me. This is great dead air as well.
What are they called? Wait, who did?
Does it
Real
really
Madrid lose
matter?
to?
Oh, it really matters now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It does.
Sheriff.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
it.
Sheriff.
I found him, yeah. So, what was your point about him, Charlie?
No, I'm just saying, like, it's weird now, like, a team.
In the Champions League.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is really
But
weird.
no, I go back to Conference League. I think it
Yeah.
is good for teams. Look, people say, yeah, it's like a Tim Pot Champions League. Yeah, okay, it is, but it gives teams a chance.
To play European football.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm all for that. To be fair, I'm all for that. Like, because you don't normally see, Larnaca play, do you? Against
I see him every week,
no,
mate.
but and it's good for it's good for them because they will play against
The Premier League
Premier
Yeah,
League
top
side,
team, like
And-
one of the top
Okay,
teams.
they'll
Well-
get the recognition.
Yeah.
Do you guys think then that 8th, 9th and 10th should all play Conference League as well? If we feel sorry
Okay.
for these West Ham teams that don't have anything to do in life.
I
Well, no, it's something to push for.
I'd
now.
extend it to one more
But
place.
the problem is, right, not the problem, but the thing is, it's still 7th place. 7th place used to get Europa League football. Now it gets an even worse competition.
okay, then
That's not a good thing.
then put 7th place Europa, 8th, 9th.
8th and 9th.
Yeah.
Give 13th Europa League point at this point as well. Like.
Okay,
Charlie, your thing you said yesterday
Okay,
about
then
in
this
the
could sound
you
even
said
worse.
the Champions League 17th in the league should play Champions League football because it'd be funny.
it would be fucking funny. Okay. Does this make it even worse, right? And you're gonna probably moan at me for this.
Okay,
Only 1st and 2nd get Champions League.
that's fine.
3rd and 4th Europa, 5th and 6th conference.
Well, then that's terrible for West Ham, though. You've made it even harder for them to get into these competitions.
Yeah, it's the
okay,
thing of
then
these,
you
like,
push it even
table
further then.
clubs.
Put 3 teams.
I think it's fine how it is, you know.
I don't. I think at the minimum, I would
teams
say
in-
that like 8th place should get Conference League because they've
And you
took
think
away a
7th,
Europa League
yeah.
spot.
Yeah. So do you like Europa League?
No, not really.
Look, I can't lie to you, Luke.
Not for Chelsea.
Well, no, but again,
Oh,
not
yeah,
for
not
Chelsea.
for
For
Chelsea.
just for clubs. For club football.
Give me a club. Give me an example of a club. Like
I think you're in it now, Brighton.
Yeah,
aren't they?
Brighton.
Brighton,
no,
yeah, good for
that's
them.
class.
that's
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
I don't know.
Evan Ferguson playing European football.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff.
Okay, but if let's say Brighton didn't get Europa League and they got Conference League, would that
Yeah,
be
good
alright?
for you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch any of your games.
Okay,
I'm not
okay,
gonna-
okay. How about this though? Aston Villa, this supposed massive club with, they've won the Champions League. Yeah. They're looking forward
They're
to their
buzzing it,
Europa League.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
I bet you-
they've won a
I
Champions
bet you
League.
the
They're a
Yadars are there.
big
If
club.
you've seen your team lift a Champions League trophy, you don't want to hear whatever their theme song is in the Conference League.
It's the same as the Europa League.
So a bit of a banger, to be fair.
Yeah.
Thursday nights. Are you
Open
open nights?
nights.
Sorry.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
The only good thing I'll say about the Conference League is the video of David Moyes and his dad.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought-
yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, I'll
See,
hold my
that's
hands
what
up.
football should be. Like,
Yes.
Yeah, but David Moyes should become a better manager and win an FA Cup or something. You don't need to make new
okay,
competitions.
But I don't know.
So
He's managed Man United. He should have won a trophy.
Yeah, he should have, but Man
win a
United
trophy.
always on
What
the,
did he
on the
win?
downfall.
Community Shield.
Oh, well, then the tweet I saw that said that's his first ever trophy lied to me.
First major trophy.
Major trophy.
What I would
Yeah, we
say
don't
though-
count pre-seasons.
Yeah,
What,
I like
Charlie?
the Conference League and Europa League. Do I watch them? No, I don't.
If they're so great, watch them.
Because they're on a stupid o'clock.
put
I'm not
away,
putting on the TV at
Charlie,
5:30.
Get off the Premier League darts channel and start watching the Conference
You know
League on
what?
Thursdays.
No, actually, I've
Europa
watched
League
Premier-
last year was mint. Like it was West Ham again, wasn't it? West Ham Rangers, both got
Yeah.
to semis, didn't they?
Oh,
Rangers
Yeah.
final.
Oh, yeah. Rangers were good in that.
Yeah.
Knocked out Dortmund, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty mad.
Dortmund and Leipzig won it. Didn't they?
Yeah.
Did they not? What did they do this season? Or did?
Rangers.
Yeah.
They got beat by Liverpool 7-0, didn't they?
Yeah.
Champions
Yeah.
League.
I think they finished
Yeah.
fourth in the group.
Yeah, they finished. Yeah, dead last.
Well, I don't remember that. I must be on a different planet. Or
You must have been watching darts.
Yeah.
Oh no, it wasn't even a darts night. It'd be Tuesday.
Yeah,
wasn't
I must be at a Luton game.
it? You watching Modus darts?
Modus Start Super Series.
Yeah, I think we watched it at ours.
What, the 7-0 Liverpool?
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
pretty sure.
yeah, I think we did.
Yeah, I don't know where you lot were.
But that's all I've got to really say.
Yeah, just
for
find,
the
yeah,
Conference
I just
League.
do think it's a thing for your like mid-table English clubs, like I don't know, Crystal Palace.
Mid-table, I suppose.
So like
Yeah, but
they're like they've got it's a case of realistically we're never going to get fifth or top four. So
yeah, but okay, Luke, for you specifically, obviously by the time this episode is recorded, Manchester City have won a Champions League. But as we stand, they've not won a European trophy in your lifetime.
No,
I don't know. Intertoto Cup maybe. I don't know.
we won a European Cup Winners' Cup in
What year?
1970.
Before you were born.
Yes.
No. So if you weren't in a Champions League final, if you were in the Conference League right now, would
Yeah.
you be that excited?
It's European football. It's a competition.
No,
But
but
again,
So that's-
it isn't designed for these like big clubs. It's designed for smaller clubs.
West Ham are a big club though.
Yeah, they
What,
are
because
massive.
they won a World Cup?
No, but like,
To be fair, who else can say that?
yeah, but still, like again, West Ham, they were never going to get Champions League. You know what I mean? Is
No,
what I
they
mean.
weren't,
Like
but they're still
for the current club,
yeah.
it's perfect. For
You said they were
Yeah,
never
I
going to
think-
get it, but Newcastle have done it.
I think it's a great achievement for West Ham. I do.
No, it is. It's all right.
You know, and
It's about as good as winning a League
and,
Cup, I
and
guess.
this is the thing that's good about Conference League. They're now getting
No,
Europa
League
League
Cup's
next
better.
season.
Yeah, they're in pot one.
Yeah.
They're in pot one.
Yeah.
God, that tells you everything you need to know about the Europa League. Awful standard. How are West Ham in pot one? Saying that, they got to a semi-final.
Because they won the conference, that's why.
You should get points taken away from doing that.
Yeah.
You should get relegated.
But yeah,
And I also think you're saying that about Chelsea. You'd rather forfeit it.
I'd rather Chelsea not play in the
Yeah.
Conference League.
Why
yeah.
though?
To me,
Do you not want?
We're an
because
established
it's
club.
typical.
Yeah, okay, you might be an established club, but like, do you not want it on the books that you
No,
won a trophy?
I
They
don't.
won all
It's good to
three.
win a trophy.
It's a trophy, yeah.
We've got enough trophies.
You
thanks.
would have gone
right.
into it this season.
What?
You'd rather finish 7th than 12th.
No,
like
I've
you
said,
did.
I know. I said
You
that
have
wrong,
said that,
but-
and I hope you don't mind me saying, to me, that comes across as really spoiled. I can't lie.
No,
The fact that
We're
you-
European pedigree. We've got 2 Champions Leagues.
Exactly.
No,
We're
I get
spoiled.
what
Yeah.
Andy's saying because
that
That's
you'd
fine.
rather play no European footy this season,
Yeah.
which you are.
no, but that's good for the league. If anything, like, I get what Andy's saying because you can focus on that.
Yeah, we're going to have a better season.
rather than going to
in the league,
Larnaca away. Do you know what I mean?
What's that?
Rather than going to Larnaca, Ironacca away.
Yeah. No, but yeah, fair enough, Luke. But like, you also say this, and like, it's the same. It comes back to when you saying, like, "Oh, Graham Potter, give him time." It's because your club is so well run that you're not going to have a manager that has you 12th in the league. You're not going to be playing Conference League football. You can pretend that you would like, oh, if it's Man City, it would be all right. It's different. When Man City are in the mud, I'm going to call you up. I'm going to say, Luke, should we go to Ibiza and watch Man City play?
Oh, I'd love to go IB for a watch City play.
Okay, should we go
Great
to
holiday.
Go see Wayne Lineker.
should we go to Afghanistan?
Okay, maybe not Afghanistan. But I don't know.
But
I mean,
yeah,
technically, that's not in
It's a European
Europe.
Yeah.
Okay, go to like Belgrade or
yeah, that'd be
or Sweden
Russia.
or
Sweden would be cool.
Yeah, Sweden.
Play Malmo.
Denmark.
Anyway, the cameras are flashing.
Yeah.
We need to bounce.
Yep.
So I think we should wrap it up.
Yep, that's fine.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, hope you enjoyed,
Yeah, thank you for watching.
and thanks for joining us, Lewis.
Yeah,
for
cheers,
the
Lewis,
4-4
for coming in.
debut.
Thank you, Lewis.
Thank you very much.
Right, bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.